Today we're going to demonstrate the Syscom software on a kit line and how quick it is to change over from one kit to the next. Here's our new Bagmaster 400. It's set up for a 500 millimeter long bag, and all the other settings are on there too. Printer, have a kit line, central HMI for the kit line, and 12 counter system. Normally you'd have to go to each counter, set it up, do a setup, turn it on and off in the HMI, set up the counts and everything else. To set up a recipe, you go into the setup, so the counters, and you activate the counters. You can see that these 4 counters are activated on the line on the back side. So we have 4 counters activated. The other ones are all off. We can also see what the settings are on those counters. Right now they're set at 2 counts, 20, did an easy thing for the numbers. So they can change the learn max volume. Every setting on here can be saved and stored into the recipe management software. You go to the main screen, it has a 100 millimeter Syscom test for 6 count on both counting heads on the 6 and number 8 counter. Same thing over here, everything's set for a 2 count. We have different settings: split count, ignore overcounts, 2 count, count over spec is 2, under count ignore. They could be reject or save or anything that you want to save it as. So this is what's loaded in here now. We're going to change out the recipe. Instead of going through and activating your whole setup, turn them on and off like that, we can actually just use a barcode scanner and read a barcode and go from the 500 millimeter bag to a 250 bag. You can save that or scroll through it, either way, and go ahead and load that setup. Recipe communication has succeeded. You'll see it has changed all the setups on the screens for the counters. All of them are on now, so all of them are activated. The kit's ready to go. We have a 1-button startup, so you can actually start the whole kit line right from here. And then if we go back to the recipe, you'll see that it has the recipe name. You can scroll through and pull it up, save, read, export to a thumb drive if you want, and save the settings too. Over here, since we loaded in the new recipe, it's gone from a 500 millimeter bag to a 250 bag. Also, all the other numbers could have changed too. All the other setup screens, the timers, everything would be changed if it was saved up for a recipe. We go over to the counters. You'll also see that now these are the 250 Syscom test on counter 6 and counter 8. Go set up, you'll see that all the numbers are 1s, 10s, 10s, and those were just done to demo out to show the differences. Rejects on, reject. All the rejects are on the counters now instead of it being in different modes. Same thing here, everything's been changed to 1s, 10s, 1s. So you can see all these numbers, setups, all the perimeter numbers would all be set, all the options would be set. The part number would be set to the screen for each counting head. I just had this set for 250 for the test for a test demo. But if this was a kit, you'd have your part number or part name, so your operator would know what hopper to put each part into, and then it would be ready to go. Again, if you want to change it back, that's not the kit you want to run, we can just go back to the 500 and we can hit load, and now it says load, and we'll see that all the counter setup in this kit configuration has been changed. So it's no longer activated, only those 4 counters are activated. So a really nice feature that'll save about 45 minutes of setup time down to 2 or 3 minutes to set up.